So Jesus is taken out of that sort of mock trial, and he's brought before Pilate. And of course, Pilate's kind of this fumbling guy. He's not real sure what's going on. In fact, history kind of teaches us that Pilate had made a couple of serious errors. And so leading up to this time, if Pilate was about to make another serious error, he really didn't want to do it because he knew that he could probably die from it. So he's kind of watching what's going on. It's probably still a little bit early in the day. Pilate's not really sure what's happening. But then Pilate goes, okay, wait a second. So he's Galilean? Okay, well, Herod's in town. Let's send him over to Herod. Let Herod deal with him. And Herod's like a puppet king, to be entirely honest. His dad, Herod the Great, was appointed by Caesar Augustus. And so Herod Antipas, is who Jesus goes to see, he just has basically inherited his dad's throne. And it's really incredible to think about it because Herod is just amused by Jesus. He's heard all the little stories, and he wants basically a little show to be put on. And Jesus won't accommodate him. So Herod, in an attempt to probably shame him, throws a robe on him, mocks him, and then sends him back to Pilate. Pilate's still confused. He doesn't really know what to do with it. He's just not really willing to step forward and make a decision one way or the other. He's just kind of looking at it and go, well, I don't know what to do. And so Pilate ultimately decides that he's going to send Jesus off to be crucified, but not before we get a great picture of the two of them suddenly coming together. Like the Bible actually says that Herod and Pilate became friends that day. And you read that and you think, well, of course they did. But there's greater implications about that because it's King Herod and it's Pilate. It's like the world's authorities have come together and agreed on something. And their agreement is that Jesus must die. It's crazy because, again, the two rulers there who really should have seen how important Jesus was couldn't. I mean, Pilate just wanted the show, like so many of us do. Like in our relationship with Jesus, sometimes we'll trust Jesus if he'll perform for us. If he'll do the things we ask him to do. If he'll show up when we ask him to show up, or he'll make it all right, or he'll make it all easy, or whatever it may be. And sometimes we're like Pilate, like we just don't know what to do with him, but we feel like there's more important things to worry about, so we don't even think about him. Ironically enough, Pilate and Herod completely missed the fact that they totally needed Jesus, which is what you and I do sometimes when we come to this place where Jesus is standing in front of us in some way, shape, or form, and we're begging the questions they begged, but we're also confronted with the reality that sometimes we treat him the same way they treated him. So maybe today it's like a challenge to us to consider what it really means to think of Jesus in terms of, wow, here's the King of the world whose kingdom has come, and other kingdoms cannot stand because he's there. And the question is, are we with his kingdom or with another one? Go in peace.